We have unfortunately another rather worrying report regarding YouTuber coverage today, as a PR and marketing dev for a company by the name of Whaaat Interactive claims that a popular YouTuber, who they didn't name, asked for $22,000 to cover one of the studio's games. Now, as I said, this is a PR and marketing company for the studio Whaaat Interactive. Now, this news comes to us via Reddit, who basically had a post made by Ben Tester, who was also an environment artist, who said that his jaw understandably dropped when he was asked to pay for coverage from a YouTuber who apparently has a few million subs. And he said, quote, "On one of my normal PR rounds, I received an email from a very popular YouTuber with a few million subscribers offering to have one of our games featured on their YouTube channel for a rate of either $17,600 for 2 to 3 talking points or $22,000 for 2 to 3 talking points and a description link. Upon reading this, my jaw dropped. Is this real? Are there developers out there that pay that sort of money to have their game featured in one video?" Now, breaking out a quote for a second, he didn't actually say one way or the other whether this coverage would be labelled as sponsored or paid promotion. Obviously, this would be a business deal and would probably have to be disclosed by the YouTuber. We obviously wouldn't charge that much, that's absolutely ridiculous, but let's say we charge, I don't know, 50p just for the sake of argument. We would obviously say, hey, money has changed hands. And Whaaat Interactive did obviously decline the offer, but let's say for a second it had. This would be paid coverage and there would have to be disclosure, to be honest. However, he went on to say, quote, "I must stress that I emailed the YouTuber first to ask if they would like to receive a free code for our game to play for their channel. The YouTuber did not mention anything about making a positive promotion, nor this was a scam from a fake YouTuber. Finally, I'd like to state that I refused the offer." This is pretty ridiculous, I'm going to have to say. Now, obviously, if a company approaches you, just say, for example, Microsoft, and say, hey, we're going to pay you X amount to do a video on Halo 5, just for the sake of argument, that's different. You know, they will probably pay a top YouTuber good money to do that, and obviously the YouTuber would then disclose it, but that would be fine. That's Microsoft. They have a lot of money, and it would probably be an agreement for several videos. Now, I checked up on Whaaat Interactive. They are a small indie studio with 12 members. 12 members of staff, and this YouTuber wanted $22,000 from an indie studio? Are you for real? None of our game reviews that we've done have been paid. The only paid thing we've done was for Bitdefender, and we, of course, disclosed that a little bit of money had changed hands, and that's pretty much the way we will always do it. Even if the number of pounds or whatever changing hands gets higher, we will of course say, hey, look, this is what's going to happen. And I don't think I'd ever see myself charging that much to an indie studio. That's absolutely ludicrous. It's a bit different if it's Microsoft or whoever saying, hey, we'll give you X amount for doing like 3 or 4 videos. I think even a big company like Microsoft would want a few videos for that amount of cash. And the amount they're charging here... Now, obviously, this is not a common thing because, well, we'd be hearing about it a lot more. And most YouTubers would not do this. I think this is a, unfortunately, vocal minority that are trying to take advantage of the ballooning popularity of YouTube. A lot of YouTubers who I watch and enjoy would probably never do this, to be honest. A lot of them have more integrity than that, and it's unfortunate that a few YouTubers are trying to take advantage, and hopefully we don't see too much more of this because that is just, wow, I have no words. If this developer wants to give me a key, I'll cover it for free. We may not have millions of subs, but we'll do some coverage of your game and we won't ask for a penny. So, yeah, that's a thing. Hopefully we don't see any more of that because just, no. That's me done for this video. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.